Tommy Wilson, yeah, he seems to be on top of the action right now, but he needs to stay on Kliever. That's one of the main things, as we mentioned. Kliever's a ground and pound type guy, and if you don't stay on top of him, he's going to stay on top of you.
Exactly. I've seen what he's done to men like Quiz, like Mike Santiago. He's brutalized his opponents in the ring. I've seen him do it to Draven Vargas. The list goes on to people that he has devastated. Ever since he lost the WC Championship last year, he has been on a tear and has been destroying anyone and anything in his way. And here you go now, but Tommy Wilson, he got his strength back, he got his oxygen back after being in that headlock for what felt like 5 minutes, and now he is clearly on the offensive here against Dr. Kliever.
Tommy Wilson now doing the same exact maneuver that Kliever did to him earlier with the headlock, of course, and Kliever with a nice Randy Orton type.
Nice power slam by Dr. Kliever, I gotta give him that. Here you see Tommy Wilson.
Staying on top of him.
He's no slouch. He's able to get back on it, able to recover from that power slam pretty quickly. Look at that.
Nice
beautiful
leg drop.
Beautiful leg drop.
1, 2. Jay Stone with 2.5.
American Championship Wrestling title on the line, Jay.
I might remind everybody that this is the inaugural
match, the inaugural title match. I mean, this is an amalgamation of the West Coast Wrestling Connection, the Empire Wrestling Federation, and SoCal Pro. Tommy Wilson, a multiple-time SoCal Pro heavyweight champion himself. And here you see Dr. Kliever back on the offensive. Now, I have seen Tommy Wilson in action in California. I was there in Riverside last year when he wrestled Eric Baden in a very hard-fought match. I managed Eric Baden at that time. And Tommy Wilson was definitely a force to be reckoned with. I knew right away that he had the stuff, the makings of a champion. And tonight, he can fulfill that tonight by winning the first ever ACW title match.
A lot of majesty and prestige involved with this title, considering all the promotions that are involved in the West Coast. First title of its kind, actually, between promotions like this.
That's right. Wrestling fans always dream of some kind of merger between their favorite promotions, and now West Coast wrestling fans will get that chance. I mean, whoever wins this match will represent the entire West Coast in those 3 promotions. The best of the best you'll see in the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast in all professional wrestling. And here's Tommy Wilson taking a breather. He needs his space. Give him a timeout,
Did he just steal a seat from that little girl?
I believe
Look
he
at
did.
her. She's running away from him.
Hey, you know what? When you're as big as Tommy Wilson, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
The mother maybe with some choice words there and a beer. But I'll tell you right now, Tommy Wilson needs to get back into the ring. He is stalling out, costing himself too much time. Fan there, and look at Joan. Joan's even saying you need to get in there. She's thinking that...
I think Joan wants to eat Tommy Wilson.
Well, I didn't want to say it.
Here you go now. See, Tommy Wilson just getting his strength back, getting a breather. I mean, he had until the count of 10. Jay Stone giving him a plenty slow count, so he had all the time in the world to recover. But now look at this.
Kliever even still doing a little showboating. He needs to stay on top of this guy and continue to pummel him, because Tommy Wilson, obviously, as I mentioned, I haven't seen much of him until now, but I can tell you from what I've seen so far, this guy is definitely tough, and he needs to be taken care of and stayed on top.
Wait a minute.
Oh, not good.
Referee, you gotta do something. Get in there. Get in there. Save him.
Yeah, Jay Stone's not slouching on trying to get Tommy Wilson out of the ring ropes.
What are you doing, Jay, you idiot? Come on. No, not you, Jay, the one next to me. I'm talking about Jay Stone, the referee.
Thank you.
Get Kliever away.
Got to issue a 5 count here. Oh, he's got him out.
Thank goodness, finally. Some decent officiating here. Referee Jay Stone.
Tommy Wilson tried for the super kick.
Oh, no.
Oh!
The autopsy.
And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The winner and new American Championship Wrestling Champion. First time ever. The inaugural champion. One Mr. Dr. Kliever.
I don't believe this. I mean, that's a travesty. He was going for the super kick. The match was won. The match was totally Tommy Wilson's, but...
You can say what you want, Z-Man. The fans are going nuts here tonight. Factions on their way out. This is typical. There's our WC heavyweight champion, Ryan Taylor.
That's right. Cooler heads will prevail. The faction is out here, and they're going to settle this. Wait a minute. George's got to talk.
Whoa. Let's get something straight. I have in my hand a written contract for this match. And it's specifically written right here, made by Casey Allen last month. So this contract is exactly what it meant to be.
That's ridiculous. Come on. I mean, how many more tricks do they have up their sleeve?
Hey, it's in plain legalese.
He needs to watch out what's going on behind him because Wilson's getting ready. Kliever, seriously, watch out behind you, buddy. That if it really is, a second fall could come quick.
You better turn around, brother.
Stone called for the bell.
Oh! Super kick by Tommy Wilson. And look at that one.
I mean, that's going to be a 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's academic at that point.
And just like that, Biggles, the series is knotted up. I mean, that's genius. Look
at it. 1,
over
2.
again already?
Oh, Kliever getting out.
We almost had the third and deciding fall. And look at this, Tommy Wilson all up in Jay Stone's grill. But, I mean, just think about that for a second, Jay. Pure genius on the part of JTL and in one of his, I would imagine, one of his last acts before being fired as general manager. When he made that contract, when he signed that contract for the championship match.
Well, when Kliever finds JTL, and I'm sure it's going to be one of his last acts regardless.
Made it a 2 out of 3 falls. Everyone thought Dr. Kliever won the title. You thought he won. The fans thought he won. Hell, I thought he won. I thought it was going to be a big travesty. But now, the faction, again, like I said at the beginning of the match, the faction is giving their full support behind Tommy Wilson. They were just helping him out, showing the contract written in plain English that said there's a 2 out of 3 falls.
How'd you know it was in English? I didn't even see the dang thing.
Still in George's English. He was able to read it.
Okay.
Here you go.
Maybe
now.
he's bilingual.
Tommy Wilson now throwing Kliever off the ropes.
And a clothesline from hell.
That was about one of the stiffest clotheslines you'll ever see. Almost had officially and ultimately a new champion, but Tommy Wilson was able to kick out.
This match has been action-packed since the opening bell, even all the way till the second bell, which is ridiculous. But here we go. Tommy Wilson going up top. Is this going to pay or not? Oh, I guess
Look
it
at that.
did.
Clubbing forearm right on the top of the head of Dr. Kliever.
That was devastating.
If that doesn't knock him out, I know it will. Look at that.
Oh, like a rolling thunder type maneuver. 1, 2.
Oh, a flipping senton. Very unusual for such a big man.
Yes.
I bet you wouldn't see Dr. Kliever do that.
Yeah, maybe not, but there's other moves he does do that Tommy doesn't.
Be that as it may, Tommy Wilson definitely, look at this. Go for head scissors. He's going to try and choke him out right here. I mean,
this could be it. If
in the very first ACW title match, we could have a match ending in submission. Oh, trying to pin him. Kliever's got to keep his shoulder up if he's in a hold like that. He should know better. But now here you see both men getting to their feet. Tommy Wilson. Oh, wait.
Oh, cradle inside. 1, 2, and oh. Look at that.
Oh, but
A
a small package kicked out and a sickening clothesline by one Tommy Wilson.
Quite amazing, Brian Zane, watching both these guys. They have quite a bit of the same, I guess you could say, wrestling maneuvers that they use.
Very similar attributes, both in size, strength, and moveset. But here you see Tommy Wilson going to the high red. Oh, no.
Might not pay off. And off the top rope, Tommy Wilson.
Tommy Wilson is out.
Capitalize, Kliever. Come on. 1, 2, 2. Oh, 2 3/4, I swear.
We were almost going to have officially the ACW champion decided. Again. Dr. Kliever trying to defy the odds here.
Might I remind WC fans that this shouldn't even be going on right now. That Dr. Kliever won that belt. What? 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jeff Manning when you need him after that?
Read
the
it,
ACW championship.
Where's my belt?
Where is his belt? Someone get that man his belt. His rightfully earned, his legally won ACW championship belt. He is the new ACW champion. Tommy Wilson, baby. Bank on it.
You can say what you want, Z-Man, but it's a travesty. I say we go over and talk to Joe Souza right now.
Joe Souza once again here on the WC, and right now I should be talking to Dr. Kliever, the winner of the scheduled one fall match.
Winner is right here. I am the new World Open Wrestling Champion because I won the match. Now, Dr. Kliever may not have known it was 2 out of 3 falls, but that's not my fault. It's not my fault that I have the best lawyers on the planet and I've got the faction backing me up. You see, after all was said and done, I knocked him out and I pinned him, and then I pinned him again, 2-1. So you know what? I am the new champion. And all of you people, you better get used to it because Tommy Wilson is here to stay.